There.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Did I make you laugh?
Yes. Hannah wants me to check something real quick on my phone. I'm like, can't do it now. We're going live.
It's fine.
You can hear and see and hear us, Hannah.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all are doing just great.
Yeah.
It's very hot here in South Carolina.
It's nasty.
Hannah says it's nasty.
It's
kind of South Carolina, when it gets hot, it gets humid, so it's not a fun thing, but
it's not.
We're gonna have a fun night.
I'm gonna have to sneeze.
Hannah's gonna sneeze for all of y'all. Everybody watch Hannah. It's gonna be a fun night. We are doing at the end of every month. We're gonna start doing these. We did one last month, and we're gonna do another one, of course, today. It's like a creator shout out time, so creators can come on the screen. There's a link that's in the description,
okay.
And you will.
I got it. It's fine.
Okay. Did you just look up what you asked me to look up?
Yes.
Okay. Let me finish talking. There is a link in the description of this video. That's a StreamYard link. And you would just click on that. And then we're just going to have people come on. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can definitely just share things in the chat. That's perfectly fine. But come on, and we're going to ask you to tell just a little bit about your channel. So if we have some new people here that don't know who you are, then they can definitely check your channel out. Also, we're going to do some Disney chat during this time.
No.
Oh, Hannah, go ahead. What do you want me to say, Hannah?
While you're talking, mute your mic.
Oh, yeah. We learned from our first time doing this that we had a lot of noise, like feedback noise, because we had a good many of you all on the screen. So while we're not sharing and talking, what? I see. We already have somebody in here. Yes. So we're going to be bringing people in just a few minutes. But while you are on the screen, if we have other people that are speaking, if you could just mute your microphone, and that way we don't have all the extra noise in the background.
Okay. Uno momento.
Uno momento.
Yeah.
What?
Lovey says buffering or just me? We're out to see.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Are we buffering, or is it just them?
I think it's just you.
I think it's just you tonight, Mike. So, okay. So, just kind of giving you some
things. Lane said buffering. Spiker said they did for a bit.
Okay. Are we good now?
We're good now.
Okay. Well, I guess I could have turned mine on. So, while we're doing this, we also want to give you this kind of an update on some things that are coming up. First of all, next week, we have the wonderful Nick from Nick Tours. We're very excited to share Nick's channel with you all. If you're not familiar with Nick, definitely check his channel out. On June the 5th, there's a cruise-a-thon.
He still says buffering.
Still says buffering. Huh. I don't know why.
But it's coming through on my side fine.
Yeah, I'm seeing it here on mine. So, I don't know.
Do you think that could be the issue? Your screen?
I could turn it off. I don't know. Let's do this. Excuse us.
Working when I refresh.
Okay, it works when you refresh.
Okay. It says Thin Blue Lane says all good, and Cruise Day says we see you now.
Perfect. Thank y'all. So, on June the 5th, there's a huge cruise-a-thon for Helping Hands for Cruising, where we are looking to raise money to help those that are, that might not be able to cruise. Especially we're working on some people that have maybe some disabilities or accessibility issues and that have never been cruising before, and helping them get that experience. Because those of you that have been cruising like us know it's an amazing vacation. So we will be part of that on June 5th. It's an all-day event, and we are going on at 1 p.m. So that's another fun thing that's coming up. On June 17th, we have the amazing Spiker's Crazy Adventures. love them. So excited about that too. So if you're not subscribed to our channel, please do so, because we love having all of our people in our community supporting one another. And we also have a Facebook page and an Instagram, and Hannah's covering her mouth.
Fisher said, Lovies, check your modem. It may have Vegemite on it.
Yes, they were trying some Vegemite, and he didn't do so well with it.
Oh, no.
I think Mike ate it by the spoonful.
That's not a good idea. That's all salt, honey. That's going to make your blood pressure go up.
It tastes like beef bouillon or something like that.
You know, it's honestly not that bad. It's just you need it in small doses, and you need it with warm toast and butter.
And butter, yeah.
But it needs to be warm
Absolutely. Toast. So, first of all, let's go ahead and bring some people in.
You don't want to say hey to people first?
And then, as we bring people in, let's say hey in the chat. You just want to say hey in the chat first?
Well, I think we should say hey to the people in the chat.
We'll say hey to people in the chat because we're excited to have y'all.
Okay.
You want to read them out loud?
Here, just see.
We have Anthony Simone, our mitigator. Hello, Anthony. Cruising on the high seas. Glad to have you again with us. Thank you for joining us. And the amazing Nick Torres, who will be with us next week. Spiker's Crazy Adventures, who will be also with us in a few weeks. BDF, who is already in the green room. So excited to have him come and join us. And Lovey's Fat Life. And I heard that Lovey's Fat Life on their live at 8 o'clock tonight is going to be trying something else. And he's going to have Blaine with him. And they're both trying it. And it's supposed to be very, very, very hot.
It's probably a Carolina Reaper.
It's jerky.
Oh, that's not a good idea.
It's hot jerky
you
or
have
something.
to chew that.
We have Cruise Day Fun. Hello.
Oh, I got it now.
And Fisher Fun Ventures. Hello, Fishers. And Just Dave. Hello, Dave. Hey, Tyler from the Tyler Show. The Down Under Cruisers. Hello, hello. And the Down Under Cruisers are doing a great job of helping organize the special cruise-a-thon coming up on June 5th. And Billy Sparks. Hey, Billy.
Okay, I'm going through the buffering comments. One moment.
Hopefully don't have any more of that. Hello, D&G Explorers. And D&G Explorers love Disney, so I'm sure hopefully they'll come and give us a chat about Disney too. And Beach Please. Hello.
Did I say Thin Blue Lane? Because they're definitely
Hello, Thin Blue Lane. They're also on at 9 tonight live.
Working on it.
Thin Blue Lane RV Life. I always just say Thin Blue Lane. Great channel that has chihuahuas.
Chi-chi wee.
And Holly Ayers. Hello, beautiful Holly Ayers. And T&K Travels. And guess what happened with T&K Travels?
Well, they're in our green room.
I know, but he also got monetized.
Woo!
Woo! So excited for y'all.
Okay, I'm going through here. Oh, crap.
The love of the skipping chat.
The jump.
And we do have dogs in here sleeping beside us. I have the Chihuahua on this side, and Hannah has the dachshund on her side. Hello, Mike Wood from Augusta, Georgia.
Lovies, I do not have Vegemite here, and I personally don't intend on buying some.
We already did that.
We already been there, done that.
I don't want to
revisit it.
It just wasn't my thing. Hey, Cruise World. Glad to have y'all.
All right. I think I'm all caught up. So let's bring in one at a time.
Let's bring in one at a time and introduce who we've got here.
We'll go with first come. First come,
first serve.
We're
actually going to bring everybody up, but we're going to come quickly at one at a time.
But we're going to let Keith talk about his channel.
Yes, come on up, Keith. Can we hear Keith?
I don't hear you.
Keith, do you have us on mute? He was following directions about going on mute.
Good evening.
Hey! How are you, Keith?
Just fine. I'm 2 weeks until my birthday.
I know. You're. Are you going to be? Did you say 59?
Yeah, 59.
Oh, awesome!
And I'm going to have a good 3-hour show from 8 till 11 Eastern time. That's 7 to 10 Central time, and I'm going to have at least 15 guests for the 3 hours.
Oh my goodness! Tell us the date of your birthday show.
Thursday, June 10th at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. for
8
3
Eastern.
hours.
Awesome. That's a wonderful way to bring
That'll
in your
be after
birthday.
your show on that night.
Cool. Very good. I have a birthday too, Keith, in June. I'm on June 22nd.
June 22nd. Okay.
I also
Yeah.
have a wedding anniversary.
I also have a wedding anniversary on June the 11th. And my parents, who my father passed away a few years ago, but my parents' anniversary is June 10th.
June
A lot of
10th.
things in June.
A lot of things in June for sure.
Which, of course, on my birthday, Prince Philip would have been 100 this year.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So you share a birthday with Prince Philip. That's pretty cool.
I shared a
And
birthday
Judy
with Daniel
Garland.
Radcliffe.
And Judy
Judy
Garland,
Garland.
And
too.
Judy Garland.
Didn't you watch a movie about her?
Yeah. Hannah
And,
shares a birthday with Harry Potter.
Next year, on my 60th birthday, I'll be celebrating that at Walt Disney World.
Oh, how amazing. What a great way to bring in your 60th birthday. That's amazing.
Do you have a wand?
Yeah, it's the elder one, Professor Dumbledore's wand.
From the Fantastic Beasts series?
Yeah, from that and the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
So, Keith, tell us what you like to do. What kind of videos do you like to do on your channel?
Well, I like vlogging, and I do like to do live stream. My Sunday nights usually works best when I have guests because I get more viewers that way.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's when we get a lot more views for
When
sure.
you have a party.
Huh?
When you have a party.
Yeah.
You have a party.
Yeah.
And
So if you have not checked out Keith's channel, BDF, please definitely check him out and subscribe to his channel. And Keith, we want you to stay right here on the channel. Stay right here on the screen. We're going to add somebody else in, okay?
okay, I'm going to send you my link in the private chat.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sounds good. And you just mute your mic. I think we're buffering again.
Are we buffering again?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But we'll bring on TJ on next. Let's bring him
Are we
in.
still buffering?
Hey guys, hey Gingers,
Hello.
how y'all doing?
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. That last, I kind of knew Sunday we were going to hit it. Like I was looking at the algorithm, so it's like, okay, I think we're good. And today, get that email finally because they send you like 3 different things you got to do to get. Once you get in, like you got to do processing, reviews, and that fun stuff. I'm doing tax paperwork all day, so. And I guess we got to bring our wands because I brought my Snape wand.
Ah. He brought his wet wand.
Snape wand.
Oh.
Well, you know our dog Severus, so we got one match in.
Here's the thing. All my wands are in another room, and I'm wearing shorts.
So
I'm not getting up. My wands are in the other room.
The dog won't go fetch the wand for you.
It's too high for her.
So, tell us about your channel.
Well, our channel was originally going to be mainly a cruise channel, but we decided to do March of 2020 as the start of cruise channel. So we switched days. We're now doing we've done Gatlinburg. We're actually 10 days away from going to Disney World, which we both cannot wait. Kayla's just got out of school, so she's ready for a vacation. We've got everything planned out. So that's great. I've been doing a lot of tips and tricks videos, and starting next week, we're going to do a bunch of vlogs on, of course, Disney. We got stuff. We got reservations every night. We're staying at a moderate resort on property. So that's what we're about to start doing. Big time.
Awesome.
And she can wear her Loungefly backpack.
Yeah, Hannah's impressed with the Loungefly.
That and all her. Well, we're actually next week we haven't really done a formal prime time line in a long time. So next week she's actually good. She makes all our shirts for trips like this. So we're doing shirts. Also, she's got 4 different pairs of ears that I bought her for the trip that she's going to show off those, all that stuff. So that'll be next week's show.
You are a good gift giver for sure.
I try to keep my wife happy. Happy wife, happy life.
Absolutely. So if you have not checked out T&K Travels, please do that. They just got monetized, which once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to, once we get people up on the screen, we're going to be talking about some Disney stuff. So stick around as long as you can on the screen, and we will definitely start getting some input for you because you're about to go there.
Right. Okay.
Keith is wearing his Harry Potter robe.
Keith! I love it.
I watched him go out and then come back in
I
with a robe.
love it. He has his robe on and everything.
Do you know what the red is? What house is the red?
I don't know. Is that what I am? Ravenclaw?
Oh, dear God.
I'm not the best at Harry Potter.
No,
Green is Slytherin.
Correct.
Yellow is Hufflepuff.
That's you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, keep going. Ravenclaw is what?
I don't know.
Blue.
Blue?
And what's left? What house is Harry in?
Tell me.
Oh my gosh. Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. I just learned all about Harry Potter right before we went to Universal. I'm not a master of Harry Potter for sure.
It is his hood is pointed.
Oh, look at his hood.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, let's see who else we have.
Well, we have Tyler coming in from the Tyler Show. Are you ready? You ready? Yep. Okay, cool. Bringing you in.
Hey,
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 Tyler.
everybody.
Hey.
How's everyone doing
Tyler
this
could be
evening?
part of our channel because he's a ginger.
Yep.
So how's everyone doing this evening?
Doing great,
good.
Tyler. How are you doing?
Hanging in there. Pretty good.
Awesome. So Tyler, of course, we know about your channel, The Tyler Show. Tell everybody about what you like to vlog about as far as your channel.
You bet. So we're basically a Florida channel now. We kind of shifted gears. So I cover the cruise industry here in Florida. That's either Port Canaveral, Port Miami. I hopefully try to get on cruises, hopefully this summer. Don't know. I had one booked, but I had to cancel, so we'll have to wait and see how it all pans out. But in the meanwhile, while waiting for cruising to restart, I'm doing a series called Vacationing from Port Canaveral. The first episode will be on cruise ports' best tips. Basically, where we're going to be covering the Florida Space Coast, which is absolutely amazing. Had the chance last week to go out there and film my first episode of Vacationing from Florida Space Coast. It's going to be an awesome series. So that's a little bit about my channel. I do all things Florida with cruising, Space Coast, and more, with weekly live streams every single Friday and Sunday at 5 o'clock for the Friday show and 2 o'clock for the Sunday show. So that's a little bit about me. So yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, Tyler, did you do something fancy? Because we were looking at the camera, and something just popped up on your screen, and then it went back down. Can you do it again?
The magic of technology. You bet. I can. Here it go. So this is the thumbnail for the first series right there. And
Did you see that come
You're
off?
so fancy,
Yes.
Tyler.
And when I looked down, I was like, it went down. I was like, what just happened?
Tyler,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I am 16.
You are just amazing.
You're so mature.
Thank
So
you.
mature, and you just have you have a radio and television voice about you. So what do you aspire to be? when you
Full-time
grow up, I guess?
filmmaker / videographer, and of course travel content creator. That's my full-time goal. Hope to use the video to pay for the full-time cruising travel content creation. So hope to do
Awesome.
full-time videography. That's my goal down the road.
So if do you plan on going to college after high school?
Looking into it, probably a online college. Not quite sure, but
Awesome.
looking into it. It's very
'Cause
interesting
I can
niche
see you
to
as a
find.
communications major, for sure.
Or marketing.
Yeah, for sure. You just have,
Absolutely.
I mean, you could almost go like on the news or do some kind of spokesman kind of thing. So
Thank you very much. That means a
you
lot.
do an awesome job.
Okay.
All right, we got somebody else we're going to
I'm
add.
going to bring in Mark. Ready?
We have Mark
With the
from the Cruise World. Hey, Mark.
Hey, how's it going?
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on screen with us.
You're
Well,
big.
hey, I appreciate you guys giving the opportunity. It's great. One of the good things about this past year and a half has been getting to meet a lot of people that honestly I never would have had a chance to meet before.
Mhm.
And much like TJ, made the final push to decide to make my channel a cruise channel at probably the wrong time. But you know what? Cruising is just my passion, so we're sticking with it. And hopefully we've got a lot that we've rebooked. So hopefully the second half of 2021 is big for the channel. I do a news show every week on Saturdays for the review, and I try to get other cruise videos going. But once we get back on the ships, we're going full bore. So,
Yeah.
but I'm interested to talk about Disney too, because a funny little story when we took our kids on our first cruise in 2014, they were pretty young then. And after the first cruise, we said, okay, so you guys want to do Disney next year or another cruise? They said cruise. So we did a few years of that. And finally I surprised them. I'm like, we're going to Disney. because I wanted to go to Disney. So
Yeah.
I love that. And I think when I can finally move to Florida here in a few years, that's going to, we'll incorporate a lot more of Disney and the other parks as well, because it's just so fun, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you told us that your goal is to get back into cruising and do a lot more, definitely cruise vlogging. So just give us a quick thing about what is right now. What is your channel about?
So right now, every Saturday, I do a cruise news week in review. So I take everything that happened in the previous week and put it in one type of news program that usually runs anywhere from 6 to 12 minutes. We've been doing that for a little over 6 months now. And I try to do some other little things. I try to get a second video out every week, and we've been pretty good with that. Today, I actually released my first vlog in a long time. We went to Florida, my wife and I did, a week and a half ago. So, keeping with the cruise theme, we did do a couple of little dinner and sunset cruises. So there is some cruising in there, but it's a fun vlog. We posted that today. I enjoyed it. I've gotten some positive feedback on it already. And the vlogs and the ship features and tricks, that's what's going to be coming. We are actually booked on the Vista on July 3rd, which, if it sails, fingers crossed, will be the first Carnival ship out. So
yes,
we're hoping that goes, and we're going to hit the ground running on there.
Definitely. We're so excited. I think, TJ, didn't you share something about, was it Celebrity today? Was that your channel?
Yeah, I did. It was actually from our local news station that Celebrity Edge got the first ship to officially get the CDC green light to cruise in June. So that's actually going to happen. So they are which is weird. Who would have thought Celebrity would be the first?
I know, right?
We've never been on Celebrity.
Well, yeah, we've never been on Celebrity.
Yeah, they are going. They're going the full vax route. I saw that pop last night, and I'm not going to lie, the wife and I were on. We were on the website looking. It hadn't opened up on the website to book yet, and we thought about booking that, but we're going to hold tight and hope the Vista goes. If it doesn't, we'll get on something else.
Yeah.
What's interesting about this, with my research, is I don't know how in the world I'll be amazed to pull this off, because this is it's less than a month away, which is just interesting. The bookings haven't opened up yet, so I just want to see how it pulls off. And I tell you, when the first one sails from Port Canaveral, I'll be there to document it, that's for sure. But we'll be interested to see how they pull this off, because it's less than a month away, and the captain hasn't even gotten the ship yet. So I have to wait and see how it pulls it off. But we'll have to wait and see.
Well, we have somebody else waiting in the wings, so we're gonna bring her in, another fellow ginger.
Hey, Charlie Grace.
Miss Charlie Grace.
Bring it. You ready, Charlie Grace? Yep. Woohoo!
Hello.
Hello, my ginger friends. How are you?
Hello, ginger friend. And Charlie Grace has a channel called Forever, F-U-R, Forever Best Friend. So tell us, Charlie Grace, about your channel.
Oh my gosh. So first off, we love to travel. That's number one. We have two things going on. We have a Yappy Hour, of course, after Journey with Gingers. We're primarily traveling with pets. So if you like to travel with your dogs and cats and things like that, and you want to learn some tips and tricks and hacks, we'd like to help you out with that. But we're also going to start a Monday show specifically for female travelers, because we've been talking to a lot of female travelers who want to talk about just some highlights and some hacks and safety tips, because that's been coming up a lot in our forums and our groups. So so we're real excited.
That's exciting. And you made a recent nice purchase. Is that correct?
So I have a new van. This is my third RV rig that I've had. I call it the adventure van. First time having a van, and we are really like diving deep into van life, and it's a lot of fun because it's so flexible. It's super easy to get around in. You can go around town. Let's not just say go to Colorado or something. You could go to Walmart or Cracker Barrel and just enjoy your day. So we have lots of little adventures, and we're going to be doing the Tennessee Whiskey Trail this summer.
That sounds fun.
Tennessee whiskey. That's going to be fun. Do you like whiskey?
Huh?
Do you like whiskey? Are you a whiskey person?
I like a whiskey sour.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did a moonshine thing before. The moonshine was fun. That was a lot of fun. So this year it's whiskey.
Yeah. So Charlie Grace, tell us about your Yappy Hour.
Ooh, Yappy Hour is fun. So it's a live stream. It's always, we always have a special guest, or we have our panel of misinformed people that like to come up and give us their opinions on things. And we always play a game and give away prizes and things like that. So it's an hour. It's from 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, right after Journey with Gingers. And I hate to say, I've been on 2 cruises in my lifetime, so I'm learning a lot from you guys. And I really appreciate everything you're telling me. And I hope someday to be on a cruise with everyone so I can meet everyone in person.
We highly recommend them, for sure.
I'm listening to everybody, but I'm making notes on these questions.
Okay. So also, one thing that we didn't say earlier, if you are in the chat and you are a creator, please put #creator, and Hannah will highlight you on the screen, because I know a lot of people, like sometimes I'm not definitely ready to go on camera. I might be even in my pajamas by this time at night or the late night one.
The past 3 nights for me, I've fallen asleep on the couch.
So if you're not ready to go on the camera tonight, that's perfectly fine. But definitely put #creator in the chat, and Hannah will highlight your channel. If you see a channel that you've never heard of, please check them out, because we, as Blaine always says from Ready Creative Travel, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. So please make sure you check out their channels, and if you really like them, subscribe. We have a diverse thing of collection of channels that we watch, for sure.
Look at Tyler.
Tyler's putting fancy things on the screen again. Tyler's showing us all up.
I think we need to have a Tyler night. Tyler, you have to show us how to do all this stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Tyler needs to go live and just give us all lessons, for sure.
And did you say the link was in the description for joining?
Yeah, and those of you that are new, they're just coming and joining us. There is a link in the description of this video right now that brings you into StreamYard.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so I need to scroll back up because I have totally lost track of all who. Dear Lord. Okay. So I have prioritized 3 questions that I need you for you to cover.
Oh, she circled them for me.
I did in numerical order, man. Thank you.
So Hannah came up with some Disney questions for those of you that love Disney like we do, and she just kind of wants to go around, and y'all could just take turns answering it. Those of you that are on the screen, if you have an answer for this question, and it's not a trivia, it's kind of your opinion about Disney. And also, if you're in the chat and you want to answer the question, please do. So Hannah's number 1 question is, what's your number 1 recommendation you give someone when they are visiting Disney for the first time? That could be Disneyland, Disney World, or another Disney park.
So we can start with Keith, because he was the first one in.
Okay. So Keith, what's the one thing you would tell someone it was their first time going to Disney?
When they start for the first time, always start with Magic Kingdom, and when you start around Rope Drop, the first ride you should start with is Splash Mountain, so that way when you're doing the other rides, you can be drying off.
That's a good one, Keith. That is so true, for sure.
I also heard that's one of the longest wait times right now, especially with the social distancing and everything. Splash Mountain is if not the highest, is the second highest wait time. So other people say not only to dry off, but to.
So that's a great tip to head there first anyway, so you won't have to wait as long, for sure. Thank you, Keith. That was a good one. All right, TJ, do you have a tip for the first time person ever going to Disney?
Research. There's so much to do, especially if you go to Worlds. You got 4 parks, you got Disney Springs, you got a ton of resorts on and off property. Do a bunch of research. Look at Facebook groups. I mean, I grew up an hour away, so I thought I knew a lot about Disney, but especially with everything going on, it's been a whole new world, like getting park reservations, dealing with getting the Magic Bands, my first student TA. And there's, like I said, it's overwhelming if you don't research. If you think you're going to walk into the park and know everything, do your research, have a plan, and, take breaks.
Take breaks. I cannot express how big breaks are. Like, especially if you have kids, like, don't make your babies wake up and go to the park at 8 a.m. and think you're going to stay there until 9 p.m. When it's the hottest is like lunchtime. Seriously, just go back to your resort, eat at a restaurant there, take a nap, take a shower if you want to, and then head back out, because it is not worth staying out all day. Yeah, that's what we had to do for Universal. I took naps.
We did the same thing at Universal. We learned our lesson because this trip we actually booked it where we have a Wednesday where we're just doing a resort hopping day, so we just take it easy and not walk 10 miles. So because we were dead when we got back from Universal, 4 day straights of parks.
Yeah. We're planning to go back to Universal and taking my husband and all three of us on October. And
Ooh,
we're
fun.
building in a day in the middle that we can do pool time, whatever, and
Smart
just kind
move.
of relax for sure.
All right, we got Tyler's next.
So my biggest tip is do not rush to do everything in one day. I see a lot of the tourists that come here to the parks and they're doing everything in one day and not savoring the moments. They're literally, every moment of the day is lined up, which again, if it's your first time, not recommended. It's going to drain your cells, the battery out, and you probably won't have an enjoyable time trying to rush to do every single thing in the park. If that's the rides, the food, don't rush anything. That's my biggest tip if you're going to any Disney park or simply any theme park in general. Don't rush to do everything in one day.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if you're going to Disney World. Don't think you're going to do all 4 parks. That's not going to happen. You won't even get Magic Kingdom done in one day. No. But yeah, that's a very good point. All right, Mark, Disney fanatic.
All right, so not a Disney expert by any means, but I have been there several times. And if I were to talk to a first-time visitor, I would go along with what several of the other guys said and pace yourself. But also something that I enjoyed the last time we were there, we had the magic bands and we went ahead and bought the photo pass. And normally I'm not a big proponent of that, but I think it was really affordable. And the number of pictures that we were able to get where they snapped our pictures at so many different places and had added little videos and Disney characters in with animations in the pictures. I really enjoy. I was able, to download everything, several hundred pictures of my family that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So I think that was a really good value. And for especially for a first-time visitor, I think that that's something that they would be able to cherish for the rest of their lives. So if I were to give one piece of advice from a guy who normally takes a lot of his own photos, I would buy the photo package. I thought that was a great value for what I ended up getting. So that would be, and pace yourself, obviously, like you all said.
Yeah, that's a great tip.
The photo package, what's nice about it with Disney is that people think that it's only for like the photo pass photographers that are like taking pictures for you in front of the castle or with characters or something, but it actually includes all of your ride pictures. And if you want to see priceless reactions on your family members' faces, oh my gosh, we have the dinosaur one with Amy. Oh my gosh. And that's one of our favorite pictures. So I totally agree. Especially if you're first time, especially with kids, get that so you can see their reactions.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things I got in our package was my daughter, who was pretty young at the time. We all went on the Tower of Terror and they put together this little neat video. And then you see, that's a prepackaged video, but then it edits in your footage, and to see her face as we started to drop, that was almost worth the whole price of the package just to have that little clip, So it was fun.
I love those things. So much fun. All right, Charlie Grace, what do you got for us?
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to go in a different route. I'm going to agree and say ditto to everybody, but I have a really big family. And when I say really big, I'm talking like enough kids as fingers and toes family. And we have some special needs kids. So sometimes, when you talk about, can we do Disney? Is that a possibility? And I'm just going to say kudos to the amazing services that are offered for families with special needs kiddos at Disney. And that's something that really makes a vacation for a mom who's trying to take some time and enjoy herself and do things. They just can accommodate so many amazing things. And I think that's something that people don't really think about.
That's awesome. That's true.
And I noticed that when I worked at Disney, they really valued those individuals who were experts in American Sign Language, because they legit, if you say that you have a hearing impairment or anything like that, they will get you, the seats, at the front of the show where you have the translator. And at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, we had fairy godmothers who were able to speak with our princesses through sign language.
Awesome.
So I think that's a very good point.
And we have some more people that are going to join us.
Yes, so
I have to drop down, guys. I'm so sorry. I have a special guest. I
you
gotta
got
go
a
for it.
show.
You have a
I
show
really
at 8
appreciate
o'clock.
Sorry, guys.
Thank you,
Good to see
Charlie
everybody.
Grace.
All right, so I know Traveling with Nick P was in first. He had to hop out, and then she
Okay.
got it. I got this.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to tell her
So
what to do.
let me bring Nick in. I won't bring Nick in. Hey, Nick, can you hear us?
Hey, Nick.
I can hear you. I'm actually on the road.
I can see all the trees.
I'm
All right.
busy.
You're
I'm about
busy?
20 miles west of Cleveland.
Yeah. So tell us about your channel really quick.
Well, I've been more so just I haven't done any of the editing because some of you guys, I don't know how you do that. Wow, some of those videos are spectacular. But no, I've been more so just shooting. Like I got videos from visiting family sites in Europe. And tomorrow morning I will be getting, it's supposed to be raining all day, but whatever. I will be riding the Maid of the Mist at Niagara Falls in New York. And then I will be also seeing, I learned this for the first time 2 weeks ago. I never realized there's such a thing as a warm weather penguin.
Oh, Hannah loves penguins, Nick.
Are there penguins in the Galapagos?
Yeah,
Yes.
the breed I have a one-on-one experience tomorrow at the Niagara Aquarium. The breed I get to visit with is a Humboldt.
Oh.
They're native to Chile and Peru. So I get to spend a half hour alone with two penguin trainers, and they bring in one of their penguins, talk all about that species, that specific penguin, and they help nicely get the penguin in a shot for a picture.
That's amazing.
I would love
Yeah.
it with sea otters or like river otters.
Uh-huh.
I would be like, give me.
Yeah.
Awesome, Nick. Stay with us as long as you can. And we're gonna,
I got plenty of
What's
time.
his trip? What's his recommendation?
are you a Disney person too, Nick?
I've never been to Disney. Only thing I've done Disney is I've watched a lot of Disney stuff as a kid, but beyond that, I've never been to Orlando. Well, I've been through Orlando, but I've never been to Orlando, and I've never been to Anaheim.
So, this is a question I don't think we're gonna get to. But what's your favorite Disney movie of all time?
Oh, I forget the name of it. The one that I know of really well is there's an old one called Iron Will
Mm-hmm.
that was shot up in northern Minnesota with a I forget the name. I forget the details of it, but it's the one that comes offhand that is local to me back home.
Is it football?
No, it's like a dog sledding movie.
Oh, you
What?
know it. I know. Now that I know it.
But of course, the one Disney movie that comes to mind best for me is Miracle.
That's her favorite movie.
That's my favorite movie. I love ice hockey.
Because not only
Brooks is my favorite. I
Herb
love
Brooks,
him.
Herb Brooks is from St. Paul.
Yeah, I always say when somebody asks me if you could have like dinner or lunch with somebody who's like dead or alive, who would it be? And I'm always like Coach Herb Brooks.
She does.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's my man.
It's sad. He passed away in a car accident, I think, in 2003.
We lost Eric.
I know. Well, yeah, we just lost Eric. But if Eric, sorry, if you could come back, we'll get you back on here. Yeah.
But the
All
nuts
right.
thing, the nuts thing yesterday on the road when I drove from Minnesota to here just outside of Cleveland, there was an accident on the Ohio Turnpike. They had for about 3 miles concrete barrier, single lane. Westbound, there was an accident in one of those, and then the traffic was backed up for probably 15 miles.
It looks like Tyler's going to be leaving us. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta pop out. My legs looks like it's gonna die, so I don't want to have no leg
Thank
in
you
here,
so much, Tyler. We appreciate you joining us.
Absolutely, it was a blast talking with all of you guys. Talk to you soon.
Bye,
Yeah.
Tyler.
And again, if you're still watching, I'm ready for you when you're ready to come back in. I know he was in his car, so it may have been like a short thing.
All right, so Hannah has another question for a Disney-related question.
Okay, so if you were to meet a Disney character in the park, who would it be and why? I'm going to start off. My answer is always going to be Stitch. And I am about to be 26 years old, and I cry every time I get to see Stitch. He's my favorite. So that's my answer. We'll start with Keith again.
And
Keith.
also, while everybody's answering, if you're in the chat, put your answer and Hannah will highlight it on the screen as well.
Yeah.
So which character do you always want to meet when you go to the parks? Or do
Oh, I
you
want to be able to meet Goofy because when it comes to watching Goofy movies, something funny is going to happen because he's Goofy.
Yeah. All right.
Look, we got Eric. Let's bring Eric in before you lose him again.
Yeah. Let me see. All right, we're bringing him back in.
Hello,
Eric.
Eric B.
Hey, Eric.
Hello, buddy. I was like,
Hey Nick, hey everyone.
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
All right.
Volume's kind of low, but I can hear you.
Yeah. So Eric, tell us about your channel and tell us who you would meet in the Disney parks. What character?
May work better off of Bluetooth.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, I can hear you better now. Okay, my channel, Travel Adventures with Eric B. It's all about travel. I've been traveling for a while, and I love everything about travel. So I pretty much do a little bit of everything. Now, I live in Louisiana, so there's a lot of New Orleans and Louisiana videos, but there's also a lot of Vegas videos, too, because I love going to Vegas. There's some Florida videos. I recently went to Destin. I am going in a couple weeks for my birthday to New York City, so there'll be a lot of New York videos. At the end of August, I'm going to Iceland. I can't wait to do some Europe videos because I love traveling abroad. So and next year in October will be my first ever cruise. I'm going on the cruise with the Us and More, the Spikers. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. The Down Unders, yeah. So that's going to be next October. That'll be my first ever cruise. But yeah, I'm big. I love everything that's travel. As long as it gets me going, as long as I can go somewhere, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I want to be you, Eric. You have some amazing places.
She turned around and looked at me like,
Iceland is on my bucket list.
yeah. Yeah, no. I'm planning on New York, but I am planning on New York because Broadway is opening back up. And I'm going to take my boyfriend to go see at least one show.
Yes.
So, all right.
I wanted to
what
book a show, but I think the first ones are in like September or something.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think I'm going to plan in November. So
Hannah, what state are you guys from?
State? South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to fly because I'm not driving my car in the city. I'm not parking my car in the
Oh,
city.
heck no. That's like I thought it was a lot. I thought it was a lot yesterday. Me and my father did in 18 hours. We drove 900 miles.
Wow.
No.
So, Eric, did you answer the question? Which character, when you go to Disney, do you want to meet?
Which character?
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one. I know last time when I went in February, they were doing the caravan when they were all on the boats and everything. So I didn't really get to get any characters walk up to me. I mean, the easy one would be to say Mickey.
Yeah.
It'd be always fun to meet Mickey because Mickey's the man.
Yeah, classic. And when you think of Disney, the first one that comes to mind is Mickey.
Yeah. I think Mickey has so many cute outfits, but my favorite Mickey is Halloween Mickey. He dresses up really nice. He's sharp. Yeah.
Mine's always going to be Tigger. I
love
Tigger.
All right. TJ, what is the character that you have to meet?
Well, I gotta say, last time I went was 6 years ago, and it was during Star Wars weekends before the whole Star Wars area. I fanboyed out over being Darth Vader. Like, that is now, like, since they brought Star Wars, that is my thing. Like, Kayla knows I've been, like, talking about that nonstop as getting Rise of Resistance. But I was so excited to get in line to see Darth Vader. No, he doesn't speak. He's a bad guy. But it's like, oh, my God, childhood hero. Yay.
Yeah, I have a funny story about that. So I have a friend who is friends with Darth Vader. I went to go meet Darth Vader with my father, and I get a text from my friend that says, I heard you met the Dark Lord. I was like, okay. That's weird. But yeah, it's just what happens. All right, so let's go with Mark, and then we'll go to Nick, and then Mark. Who's the character you have to meet?
So Darth Vader is TJ's childhood hero. That explains a lot, right? So last time I was there, I did get to meet Chewbacca, which was pretty cool. I had a Darth Vader shirt on. He didn't really care for that too much. But I have to go with the OG and go with Mickey. I mean, he's the one that started it all. He's the icon, the big cheese, if you will. So if I can't go to Walt Disney World without at least meeting him and getting a picture with him. And like you said, Hannah, always different outfits, and that's cool too. So try to catch him at different places and times, different outfits. So that would be mine. It's always got to be Mickey if it's Disney World.
Yeah. For me, I met Chewbacca, and I have a Furby that is a Chewbacca Furby. He's a Furbacca. And I was like, I brought him to Chewbacca, and he was like, what? He was like, and he was like, for Chewbacca, I recommend. And BB-8. BB-8, you don't know who BB-8 is. But
yeah, he was neat.
Yeah, he's cool. All right. So, Nick, who would you meet?
Woody.
That's awesome.
Yeah, classic one. Yeah, that'd be a little bit different than everybody else. Mickey would be a good one, but it would definitely be Woody because you can't help but love Woody from all the Toy Story movies.
So, fun fact, I don't know if they're still going to do this with, everything that's going on with the world, but if you go up to Woody and you say, let's do a quick draw, and then you have the cast member who's working count off, and if you beat him in the quick draw after they count like 3, 2, 1, he will fall on the ground. Yeah. So fun fact about Woody. I don't know if they're still going to do that, but yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
But yours is Tigger. Oh. All right. So what you got? What you got on your list?
All right. There's a new Disney ship that we all know that's coming out, the Disney Wish. Who would like to go on the Disney Wish? Raise your hand if you'd like to go on the Disney Wish.
That's the cruise ship.
That's the new cruise ship.
Sorry.
All right. And
I'm easy. I'll go on any of them.
And we have been on one Disney ship. We've been on the Disney Wonder. That was actually, was it our very first cruise? Yeah. Was the Disney Wonder in 2000.
I'm so sorry.
So do they have a Disney ship crawling with the characters, or is it themed like certain parts of Disney for each cruise?
So, okay, so I know the ships. All right. So there's some ships that there are certain areas designed for certain movies or characters. Mm-hmm. So I know there's one ship that is going to have Tiana's place. So it's going to be like New Orleans cooking and everything in there, and it's gonna be like very like jazzy from like The Princess and the Frog. I mean, our ship, they had King Triton's dining hall, which was all like under the sea, things like that. So the ship is not designated to one movie or to one character. It's like different rooms and different like shows and stuff. It's like a hodgepodge of things.
Gotcha, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
The coolest thing, we went in 2002, and the coolest thing is they have a huge, almost like Broadway style production on the stage on the ship, and they had Hercules, the musical, and Jennifer Hudson was in the musical.
Jennifer Hudson is Dreamgirls legend.
Yeah. Jennifer Hudson was on American Idol, and she also won an Oscar. But she started, well, before she got on American Idol, she was a performer on Disney Cruise Line, and she was in the production, and she was amazing. So that was kind of cool.
Well, that's like what ties in here in a couple of days. You were talking, Hannah, about eventually later this year going to Broadway in New York. On Saturday, I'm going to the Battles of Saratoga from the Revolutionary War, where I had an ancestor fought at in 1777. Just a couple months before that, what today is Broadway, George Washington and the Continental Army marched down after they lost New York to the British.
You know, in New York, okay, if you have Disney Plus, watch Hamilton, because my uneducated self did not realize how much history is in New York like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like you think of New York as like flashy and like Broadway productions and museums and stuff, but then you're like, oh crap, stuff happened there.
That's like a good thing. A good thing that's on YouTube is I forget how long ago it came out, but the History Channel put out a series called America: The Story of Us, and the second one does a great breakdown of the American Revolution. on how the battles of Saratoga, to make a long story short, were the turning point in the American Revolution that led for France coming in to help finish it off.
Yeah. So is anybody else on the screen, have y'all been on a Disney ship yet? So Mark has. Which one did you go on, Mark?
So I've been on a lot of cruises, but only one Disney cruise, and that was the one that made me love cruising. It was my first cruise ever, the Disney Magic in 2007.
Nice. So your first cruise was a Disney cruise as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like Disney cruises like are on their own different level, so don't compare the ships, you know.
Yeah, it was just amazing. Now, I look back at some of the ships I've been on now, much bigger than the Disney Magic, but just the beauty, and I had young kids at the time, so having the characters that, all around, and my son got to go to Disney University on the ship and all of that. It was just an amazing experience, and I'll eventually get back on some Disney ships because there are some things that I want to check out, and the Disney Wish looks amazing. There's a Star Wars bar on it.
So, Mark, what's the Disney University? Is that an actual school thing, or is that like going through Disney history?
It was part of the kids club, and they had a big graduation. So at the end of the cruise, my son went up there. He got the little mortarboard had the little tassel on there and turned it. And so it was fun. It was a great time. Disney sure they know how to put on a show.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It seems like they own everything. Well. Yeah, it seems like they own everything now.
And what were you saying, Eric?
So they do everything well. I just hope the fireworks comes back.
Yes.
So I wonder, speaking of fireworks, so Disney was the first cruise line to have a fireworks show at sea. The fireworks are not on the ship.
Well,
they were on a barge. But the number one safety hazard for cruises is fire.
Of course, yeah.
So Disney thought of a way to have a fireworks show at sea without actually having the fireworks on the boat, which is smart.
Well,
right,
on
so
the
the next question.
On the My Experience app, it kind of broke today. Well, most Space channels are saying end of July they already have break reserve fireworks to watch fireworks shows at private places at Disney World.
Nice.
So that came out today.
Good. Yes.
But TJ is the master of knowledge.
He is. TJ knows his stuff for sure.
World is Florida, right?
World is Florida.
Florida.
World is Orlando.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to do
I always forget which one's which.
Yeah. So
I'm hoping
to
to
the
do
panel.
Disneyland at some point.
Say what?
Oh, I just said I'm hoping to do Disneyland at some point. I've never been to Disneyland. I've only been to Disney World.
Disneyland, so I'm just going to set the expectation. Disneyland, when you get there, you're like, man, it's small.
But it's amazing.
But it's all compact.
Yeah.
Because Disney didn't have a lot of land to work with. But they've actually bought the land outside, and they're over the next couple of decades they're going to be expanding.
Yeah.
But there's two worlds. They're very close to each other. You don't have to take a bus. We personally like Disneyland better because of how small it is. But don't think you're going to see the castle outside the park.
It's
tiny.
It's tiny.
It's small.
So to the panel in the chat, what is your all-time favorite Disney movie? And Hannah will tell people, I guess.
Mine is Lilo and Stitch and Nightmare Before Christmas. Boom. Keith, you're next.
Mine is the I would say the Incredibles, both 1 and 2, but I like 2 the best because in that one, Jack gets to enlarge himself and ends up setting on these the bad guys and then goes put a hole in the wall.
He also, you have to calm down Jack with cookies, with chocolate chip cookies.
Num cookies.
Yeah. He's like, you don't need the cookies. He's like, I need the cookies. All right. So TJ, what about you?
All right, my 2, DuckTales, the movie from the 80s, and Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that one.
Oh my god!
You and TJ should be best friends.
Emperor's New Groove. I quote.
Oh, I love
it
that.
on VHS. I can quote that. It's like, is that my voice? Is that my voice?
Pull the lever.
Oh, the lever, wrong lever. That is the one ride that Disney missed out on. They should have made a Emperor's New Groove roller coaster where you have like a drop sequence. Oh, please do not start sneezing.
Our dog's sneezing.
But yeah, they should have made a ride out of that movie.
Really
I agree with those choices. Mark, you're next.
All right. So my stepson was born in 1994, and when he was young, the VHS tape that was literally worn out in our VCR was The Lion King. And I believe that is just a great movie. I love the story. I think TJ will agree that the voice of the evil lion Scar was all Jeremy Irons, and of course James Earl Jones as Mufasa. We know you love Vader, but the story is great. I've seen it so many times. I can't repeat all the words now, but man, I used to quote that movie line for line, and I did watch the remake a year or two ago, and I enjoyed it too. But the classic cartoon is great, and I think I need to watch that again. So thanks for reminding me of that. The Lion King. If you haven't seen it, I really suggest watching it. Great movie.
So I can't say Mufasa normally. I have to like lower my voice and go Mufasa.
or you say it Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa.
Mufasa. I don't know. But James Earl Jones got that deep voice.
Epic. He's one of those people with an epic voice, just like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So Nick, you said Iron Will and you said Miracle, and then
Toy Story.
Toy Story. There we go.
I love
The other, all of them are good, but there's nothing like the original.
I agree. There are some very quotable. I just think of Toy Story all the time. The one scene that gets me in Toy Story is when they're Woody and Buzz are fighting in the car. I don't know why it's the funniest scene to me, but that is so funny.
And like, it's iconic because you can't think of Woody without the song "You Got a Friend in Me."
Yep.
Yeah.
Or what I find funny, which is now Disney as well, is I forget what season of The Simpsons it was, but they called it Mixar instead of Pixar, and they remade "You Got a Friend in Me" to "You Got an Enemy."
Okay, I know exactly what episode he's talking about.
I know you love The Simpsons.
The Simpsons is my jam. So it's because Bart made a short animated film, and he was going against Pixar, and he beat Pixar every like award show, and they started singing "You Got an Enemy in Me." That episode. All right,
and then they got those fake characters being like the real ones with like all those weapons.
Yeah. All right, Eric, you are our last one.
I would love to pick one of the animated movies because I feel like that's the real Disney. But I have to say, Remember the Titans, because that's the movie that I love. Like I can memorize like from start to finish. Like when I watch that movie, I've seen it over 100 times. Like I know what's going to happen before it happens, and I know every line. So I can't say anything but Remember the Titans.
I totally forgot that's Disney.
Yeah, isn't Remember the Titans the one with the Sunshine? Was that his name?
Yep, Sunshine.
Yeah.
I just remember him because of his hair. I was like, what are you?
And there was another Disney one that just came out not too long ago. I forget what they called it, but it was a young man from Minnesota who died really young from cancer, who wrote a song called Clouds that Disney put out a movie.
It's Clouds. It's called Clouds.
Is it Clouds?
Yeah, it's Clouds.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet, but the story of that gentleman was very moving. Him fighting cancer, and I forget the whole details, but I know it's a Disney thing.
Speaking of football movies and Disney, what is our buddy from Clemson?
Coco Hillary.
No. I'm talking about the movie.
Oh, I can't remember the name of it now.
Oh crap!
It was on Disney Plus.
Oh my gosh! But yes, Coco was in it.
Yeah, Coco Hillary from our town was in the movie.
Okay, you go ahead.
We're going to have to wrap up, everybody. First of all, if you haven't checked out all the amazing channels that are on our panel and are in our chat, we please hope that you would do that, because we are definitely a loving community, and we have definitely supported one another this past year, and we will continue to support one another. After next week,
safety.
Safety. That's a movie Hannah wants y'all to see. Safety
There
on
it is.
Disney Plus. But it's about Clemson football with fans.
No, it's not about Clemson football.
It's about a player that played on Clemson football.
No. It's about a player being the best big brother and guardian that he can possibly be.
I'll have to
playing
look that
football.
up.
Another good Disney one, just to jump in quick. I don't know if it's Disney, but I think it is Radio.
Yes.
Radio is from our state.
I've
Yeah,
seen
he's
radio
from
a couple
Anderson, South
times.
Carolina. He was from Anderson. Yeah.
Yeah. I met him. He's a very sweet man.
Yeah.
He passed away, but he was a sweet man.
But we're gonna close out because we have some amazing channels coming on at 8:00. We have Lovey Spat Live, Sherry Awesome Sunsets, Forever Best Friend. At 9:00, we have, I'm not sure if Life is Good Today is gonna go live, but they are usually on at 9 p.m. They are in Punta Cana right now.
Dominican Republic.
And also Thin Blue Lane RV Life is on at 9 p.m. as well. So y'all have some great channels to watch the rest of the night. If you have the time, we would appreciate you supporting them. And also, once again, thank you, panelists. We definitely appreciate having y'all. And we'll do this again at the end of next month.
All right. And if you should definitely join us. We don't know the topic. We'll announce it soon. But thank you all again. Please enjoy your night. Please consider coming back again for some more talk, live talk. I don't know. But we hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, and don't forget to journey on.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.